Ye, the artist formerly known as Kanye West, has lost endorsements, a massive chunk of his net worth, and many of his fans after a string of controversies. One of those controversies was wearing a White Lives Matter T-shirt at his Yeezy fashion show in Paris last month alongside conservative commentator Candace Owens. Now the trademark for that phrase is in the hands of two radio hosts from Arizona. We're joined now by Quinton and Ramses, hosts of the show and podcast Civic Cipher, which highlights discussions about race and culture. Thank you, gentlemen, so much for joining us tonight. So give me a sense of how you ended up with the trademark.
I'll take that. So basically a listener of the show, a big supporter, had the foresight to acquire this trademark and felt that we were in a much better position than they were to determine how it could be used for the benefit of Black and brown communities rather than as a tool to create more additional harm on those communities. And so this person reached out to us, and we had to determine what it is that they wanted. And we accepted this responsibility, and the trademark was assigned to Civic Cypher, LLC.
And so what does this mean at this point? If anybody wanted to use this phrase for shirts or anything else that would generate a profit, what process would they have to go through in order to do that?
Well, right now, no one can do that legally in the United States of America except for Civic Cipher, LLC. So that is not a possibility without our lawyer filing a lawsuit against them. If someone wanted to try to still do that, they would have to negotiate with our lawyer, who will negotiate on our behalf to release that, which isn't necessarily something that we want to do. But we were tasked originally with deciding what the greatest good from this moment could be for Black and brown communities. And we have to weigh, pretty much every factor. But right now, we're being very deliberate. We're being very meticulous.
Has Ye or anybody from his team approached you about using White Lives Matter?
Not as of yet.
We haven't been looking for that, though, to be honest with you. We have our messages have been blowing up, and we haven't been really tapped in. So maybe, but that's not a conversation we're wanting to have right now anyway. So we're certainly not looking for that.
Sure. What was your first reaction when you saw the shirt?
It was triggering. It was jarring. It was, again, it wakes up a trauma from the summer that the entire world seemed to mourn the death of George Floyd. And we said out loud, again, Black Lives Matter, as a statement that should not have been controversial, and for some reason it was. So as we were just trying to reaffirm to ourselves and those that were hurting, those who had lost people in these violent, senseless ways, our lives are important. We deserve to exist. We deserve prosperity. We deserve happiness. We deserve these same freedoms. These other phrases were born simply to oppose that idea. So when you see that shirt, that's the type of emotion that I intrinsically felt as soon as I saw it. And, I have to admit I was disappointed because a lot of us have been fans of that guy for a really long time.
You all started Civic Cipher in the wake of the 2020 racial justice movement. What can listeners who tune in expect from your show?
Well, on Civic Cipher, we discuss a range of issues that are relevant to the Black community and to brown communities and marginalized communities throughout this country. And we do so specifically in a hip hop broadcast space where these long-form conversations don't exist. And so folks can expect us to talk about, police violence, police brutality incidents. We talk about environmental racism. We talk about voter disenfranchisement. We talk about housing discrimination. We talk about things that affect Black and brown communities in a space where we feel like we'll reach our allies, folks that are really supportive of Black and brown people and the plight.
Well, I thank you guys so much for the conversation tonight. Ramses, Quinton, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for having us.
We appreciate it.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.